The Art of Time Management, How to Get More Done in Less Time. Introduction. Time is what we want most but what we use worst. This timeless wisdom by William Penn reminds us that while time is our most precious resource, it often slips through our fingers, leaving us scrambling to catch up. In a world that moves faster than ever, mastering the art of time management is not just a skill, it's a necessity. Today we will explore practical strategies that will help you take control of your time, allowing you to achieve more with less stress. As we dive into these strategies, keep in mind that time management is not just about fitting more tasks into your day, it's about creating a balanced and fulfilling life. So, let's begin this journey toward mastering your time. Understanding the value of time. To begin with, let's reflect on the true value of time. Time is the one resource we can never replenish. Every moment wasted is a moment lost forever. The first step in effective time management is recognizing that every second counts. By treating time as a valuable asset, you naturally become more mindful of how you spend it. Imagine for a moment that every morning $86,400 was deposited into your bank account. However, there's a catch. Whatever amount you don't use by the end of the day is gone forever. The next day, you receive another $86,400, but the previous day's balance is wiped clean. What would you do? Naturally, you try to spend every dollar wisely, knowing that any unspent money is lost. Now, consider this. Each day you're given 86,400 seconds. How you choose to spend those seconds determines the quality of your life. Unlike money, time cannot be saved or banked. It can only be spent. Once a second passes, it's gone forever. This is why understanding the value of time is crucial. It shifts your mindset from merely passing time to making the most of every moment. Prioritization. The key to effective time management. Once you understand the value of time, the next step is prioritization. The ability to distinguish between what's urgent and what's important is crucial. Stephen Covey, in his famous book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, introduces the concept of the time management matrix. This matrix helps us categorize tasks into 4 quadrants. 1. Urgent and important. Tasks that require immediate attention. 2. Important but not urgent. Tasks that are important but can be scheduled. 3. Urgent but not important. Tasks that need to be done quickly but aren't critical. 4. Neither urgent nor important. Tasks that are time wasters. To truly grasp this concept, let's consider a few examples. Imagine you're at work, and an unexpected report is requested by your boss, due by the end of the day. This task is both urgent and important. On the other hand, planning your personal development goals for the next year is important but not urgent. If you don't prioritize it, it might never get done. Now, think about the distractions we face daily, checking social media for instance. It might feel urgent, especially when notifications pop up, but it's rarely important. Understanding these distinctions allows you to focus on tasks that move you closer to your goals rather than getting caught up in the trivialities of everyday life. Your focus should be on the second quadrant, important but not urgent. By working on these tasks, you prevent them from becoming urgent, thereby reducing stress and increasing productivity. Imagine how much more efficient your life would be if you consistently worked on tasks before they became last-minute emergencies. The power of delegation. No matter how skilled or organized you are, there's only so much you can do in a day. This is where delegation comes into play. Delegation is not about offloading your responsibilities onto others. It's about maximizing efficiency by assigning tasks to those best suited to handle them. Consider a small business owner who tries to do everything, handling finances, marketing, customer service, and more. Over time, this approach leads to burnout and decreased quality of work. By delegating tasks to employees or outsourcing certain responsibilities, the business owner can focus on what they do best, growing the business. Effective delegation requires trust and clear communication. When you delegate, you empower others to contribute, creating a collaborative environment that fosters growth and success. It's important to remember that delegation is not a sign of weakness but a strategic move to free up your time for tasks that require your unique expertise. To illustrate this further, think of successful leaders like Steve Jobs or Richard Branson. They didn't achieve greatness by doing everything themselves. Instead, they surrounded themselves with talented people and delegated responsibilities, allowing them to focus on visionary leadership. Techniques for effective time management. The Pomodoro Technique. Now that we've covered prioritization and delegation, let's dive into practical techniques that can help you manage your time more effectively. One of the most popular methods is the Pomodoro Technique. Developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s, this technique is based on breaking work into intervals, typically 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks. Here's how it works. 1. Choose a task you want to work on. 2. Set a timer for 25 minutes and work on the task until the timer rings. 3. Take a short break, 5 minutes. 4. Repeat the process 4 times, then take a longer break, 15 to 30 minutes. The Pomodoro Technique leverages the power of focused work and regular breaks to keep your mind fresh and maintain high productivity levels. By breaking down your work into manageable chunks, you can avoid burnout and make steady progress on your tasks. To illustrate its effectiveness, consider a student studying for an exam. By using the Pomodoro Technique, they can study intensely for 25 minutes, take a break to refresh their mind, and return to their studies with renewed focus. This method not only improves retention but also makes the process less overwhelming. Another real-world example comes from software development. Many programmers use the Pomodoro Technique to maintain concentration during long coding sessions, allowing them to produce higher quality work in less time. Embracing time blocking and batching. Another powerful time management strategy is time blocking. This involves scheduling specific blocks of time for different activities throughout your day. For example, you might block out an hour in the morning for answering emails, 2 hours for deep work, and so on. By allocating time to specific tasks, you create a structured day that minimizes distractions and enhances focus. Time batching is a related technique where you group similar tasks together and complete them in one dedicated block of time. For instance, instead of responding to emails sporadically throughout the day, batch them together and handle them all at once. This reduces the cognitive load of switching between tasks and improves efficiency. To see these techniques in action, let's consider a typical day for a busy professional. They might block the first hour of the day for exercise and personal development, followed by a block of time dedicated to meetings. After lunch, they focus on deep work for several hours, and finally they batch all administrative tasks, such as answering emails and returning calls, into one time block in the late afternoon. By using time blocking and batching, this professional reduces the mental fatigue associated with constant task switching, resulting in higher productivity and a more balanced day. The importance of saying no. In our quest to manage time effectively, we must learn the art of saying no. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the sheer number of commitments we take on. However, saying yes to everything dilutes your focus and hinders your ability to excel at what truly matters. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else, often something more important. Protect your time fiercely by being selective about the tasks and projects you take on. It's not about doing less, it's about doing what matters most. Consider the famous quote by Warren Buffett. The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything. Buffett's success is a testament to the power of focus. By saying no to distractions, he was able to concentrate on what truly mattered, making sound investment decisions. Learning to say no is challenging, especially when it involves turning down opportunities or requests from people you care about. However, it's essential to recognize that your time is finite. Every yes comes with an opportunity cost, so choose wisely. Reflecting and adjusting. Finally, effective time management is an ongoing process. It's important to regularly reflect on your time management strategies and adjust them as needed. At the end of each week, take a few minutes to evaluate how you spent your time. What worked well? What didn't? Use this reflection to make necessary adjustments and continuously improve your approach. Reflection is the bridge between intention and action. By taking the time to analyze your time management practices, you can identify patterns, uncover inefficiencies, and make the necessary adjustments to optimize your approach. For example, you might realize that you're spending too much time on low-priority tasks or that you're most productive during certain hours of the day. Think of this process as tuning an instrument. Just as a musician adjusts their instrument to achieve the perfect sound, you can fine-tune your time management strategies to achieve peak performance. Conclusion. Mastering the art of time management is not about cramming more into your day, it's about making the most of the time you have. By prioritizing wisely,